Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the vault. We're going to be farming the vault. We're going to be talking about is there something wrong with the vault in a couple different ways. Because there is a few things wrong. And, you know, some of them are long term and some of them are short term and new things and old things. And some things are not your fault and some might be your fault. So, I don't know. We'll go over everything, like super deep dive into the vault here. Might even go to the forum and like, 'cause there's people on the forum talking about certain things with the vault event. If you go, if I search like just vault, and then, I don't know. I want to do, yeah, maybe latest. I don't know. We'll see if anybody's saying anything about it. Maybe. But I'll just speak my piece mostly. But let me set up the stream. I will run an auto battle in midnight. We've won two of them so far. Off of auto battles. I think we've lost one, 1-2, or lost 2, 1-2, something like that. So just got to keep trying. But while I set up the stream, we'll do that. Then we'll get into the vault. The new Mythic was yesterday. We got Zarg's Boom Pile. I'll talk about that a little bit also, but if you want to see a stream more dedicated to the new Mythic, that was yesterday's stream, mostly at the front half. But let's turn on autoplay, and I'll set up the stream, and then I'll jump into the chat, and then we'll get going. Let me copy that, paste this. Let's see. Okay, we do have a thumbnail. I'm trying to do better at my thumbnails and actually make them. Let's do that. Save that. Okay, now it wants to be stupid, so I'll jump over to the chat while it's being stupid. Okay, still being stupid, so jumping to the chat. Hit that like, turn in your ticket to the train. I got the freaking... I forgot to mute. Got the new top fans thing, just for chatting, just for hitting a like, just for doing a gifted like Trey there, you get points. Number 1, number 2, number 3. There's a whole leaderboard there. If you click on top fans, see what place you're in. Got Funky Town, Texas, Daniel Lucas, Odd One Out, and Trey Bobuff. Let's see how that shook out there. So Trey's in first place with 25. Then we got Daniel, then we got Odd One Out, and Funky Town is tied for third. I think you're all tied for first, really, but put Trey in first at the moment. New thing, YouTube did it, not me. Seems pretty fun, though. I like it. Alright. Doing an auto battle. We're going to put it on a playlist. I'm gonna say we're not AI, even though we're doing an auto battle. I think I'll keep the tags the way they are. How y'all been doing? You've been doing good at it? Wish you'd done better. Did you get the new Mythic? Did you miss it? It's a pretty good one. Pretty good. I think I might have been a little bit high on it for once, and just a tad maybe. But, you know, it's the second day. I still think you should maybe get 2 if possible. If you're a high-end player. If you have enough keys, get 2 if possible. It should be useful here and there. It's a nice, it's like a needed thing that could fill some gaps in. It's not going to be like meta or anything, and it's not better than Kafru, or it's probably not even better than Takshaka or Emberclaw, but it's still up there, and right now I'm calling it like an A- type of tier Mythic, which is really good. It's a good one. If you got 1, you probably did the right thing. If you got 2, probably did the right thing if you have enough keys and stuff. I don't know. I'm not on your account. I don't know. Alright. Let's see, copy that. Throw it up here. Boop boop. Paste. Save. And almost there. Alright, monetization, we're going to turn down the ads. I want y'all to see them less often. If I didn't touch this, you would see them quite a bit. So, let's turn them down. And I think I'm ready. It's over to the chat. Live chat, got it. Hit like, I almost forgot. But I did it. Gonna put my phone on for backup, then we'll go. Are we going to win? We're going to win again, look. Enemy only has 117 HP. We got 3 troops. He's talking about that yesterday, and pets and everything, and how the game really just gives you plenty of pets. If you do everything that you're supposed to be doing, you should be getting enough pets for each kingdom. Maybe not like all in 1 week or all in 2 weeks or all in 3 weeks, but the game is on a rotation. You have to wait for certain things, and the game will give you enough pets for each kingdom if you're playing. Like Krabby there, I'm not going to go do that. Y'all know why. First of all, I already have it. Second of all, it's not like some crazy rare pet that you can't get otherwise. Third of all, it's the vault event. You should be doing the vault event. And if you're not doing the vault event, you should be either finishing your guild event or finishing your Underspire and not doing a pet. But, like right here, we got a pet. And that was a good pet. You should already have it, though. Costs less than the pet, the Krabby pet there. Matt Larson got gifted by Trey. Daniel Lucas, how's it going? You're watching Silverstone Quali? Silverstone? F1? Okay. How much you made at Geo's this morning? I didn't make any because I went there and somebody was there. I thought I had it, dude. No, but like the terror was up. The first like 2 Geos were up. And I was like killing the terror, and then I sent you a message, and then here comes this enchanter killing from the top to the bottom, and he forgot to do... I did a camp check and everything, and he didn't... For like 5 minutes, he didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, he's saying, oh, Geos. So then I like go all the way up, and he's killed them all except for like the bottom 2. So I was like, all right, you got it. You got it, bro. You know? But I think if we can, we should get it and like try to keep it. Even if like, if I can't play, you should be doing it. If you can't play, I should be doing it type of stuff. And if we can, because it's, you know, you see how much we made last night and then how much you made when you were solo too, you know? Even when it wasn't extra loot, I made like almost 2,000 just off the regular loot, so. But anyway, EverQuest. We got the vault. Yeah, my final word, or at least for now on the new Mythic, is I think you should get it. It's a goblin. It has an extra turn. It has a cool third trait. It's the right colors to fill in the gaps for Caffrews and stuff like that. It's like to be the opposite of a Caffrew. And even if it's not doing that, it's a decent goblin. Kind of like a Flaming Oni / Caffrew. Kind of in, probably around where, a little bit under, I don't know. It's not top 20, I don't think. But it might be in the conversation. It's like one of those honorable mentions. So it might be a top 30-ish Mythic if you do it the way we did it, where we took out a lot of the dragons and the immortals and stuff like that. Like, it might be a top 30, which these days is pretty good with how many Mythics are in the game. So I'm thinking it's pretty good. I like it. But it's not, like, amazing. It's not the next best thing since sliced bread or anything like that. But it's good. And if you got it, you probably did the right thing. New Mythic. We made teams yesterday. We tried it out. Like, we put it where Caffrew usually is. We put it in a situation where you can't use Caffrew or Takshaka, where you're like, what do I do here? And now you got that guy. And then we made a team, like a goblin team, built around it. So we showed it in probably like 3 different teams yesterday. Then we did the vault. So now we're going to just do the vault today. Maybe some world event, maybe some Underspire. But we can start with the vault. Let's see where we're at. I haven't been, like, going crazy yet. I have 82 vault keys. I wish I had at least 100. I'm going for 300, so 3 days, divided by 3. That's what I'm going for, bare minimum. And I'm a little bit behind. I'm probably, like, 1 gap behind right now. I only have 2 gaps, so I need to go get some. But, yeah. We'll get into that in a sec. Pet rescues are too much of a distraction while farming gnomes. That's how I feel. I think you can get them any other... There's 27 other days in the month. Get every pet that pops up in those 27 days, but let's make these 3 days just about the vault event pretty much. Let's not go get distracted, but you know how it is, man. There's this headcanon I have about certain people that all they need is pets because they're so... Like, they have nothing else in the game that they need anymore. Like, they have tons of gems, they have all the troops, their kingdom level and power is up to snuff, and, like, all they're missing is, like, a few pets. So then they go super hard during the vault event and just to get pets, because that's all they need. But that's a very special, like, top 1%er type of person. And then that person convinces everybody else in their guild to also do that, which ends up hurting pretty much everybody else in the guild. Because now they're, like, all aboard going after every pet that pops up as well. When they shouldn't be, because they don't have a mountain of gems. They don't have every troop in the game. Their kingdom level and power isn't all 20-30'd. But they're also chasing pets like this other guy that already has all that stuff done. So you need to figure out where you're at in the game and like do what's best for your account. Don't like be following the lead of some other person, because if everybody in the guild is doing like PvP and popping pet rescues, that's good for that one guy. So of course he wants to convince everybody to do that. So if everybody's on board, he's going to get more pets. But that also makes sure that you get less vault keys. So that sucks. Can't have it both ways, really. Either you're going to get a bunch of pets or you're going to get a bunch of vault keys. Unless you just play like 10 hours a day, I guess. Then you can have both. But do you want more? Like, you can get more vault keys if you just concentrate on getting vault keys. How long does a pet take you? 3 minutes, 5 minutes? Let's say 4 minutes. That's a lot of time when it comes down to... I mean, it'd be easier to say, like, let's say it takes 5 minutes just because, you know, a Gnome-a-palooza is 15 minutes. So that's a third of a Gnome-a-palooza if a pet rescue takes you 5 minutes. A Gnome-a-palooza will give you, like, 24, 30 vault keys, something like that. Let's say 24. So now you're missing out on 8 vault keys every time you go do a pet rescue. And you can do a pet rescue, what, every 30 minutes, every hour, something like that. So let's say you did one. You play for 5 hours a day. You do a pet rescue every 30 minutes for those 5 hours. Now you're doing 10 pet rescues. Now you're missing out on how many vault keys there? What is that, like 80? 80 vault keys? And that's just one day. So how much are you missing out on the whole weekend if you do, like, 240? Oh, no, that's my morning math, so I might be slightly off. But it's hundreds of vault keys you're missing out on. It's not just one or two. So stay in the zone, stay in the groove, keep doing the thing. And I'll show you what that is right now. Where are we at? We're in Cinemirage. You know why? Because Cinemirage pretty much always works. You don't have to think too much. Go to Cinemirage. Is it working? Yes or no? If it's working, do it. And it works a lot of the time. Also, right now, the campaign is asking you to kill demons. Guess where there's a lot of demons? Cinemirage. So Cinemirage is even more smart to be doing this vault. I got all my favorite enemies done just because I'm in Cinemirage farming vault keys and verses. So even smarter to be doing Cinemirage. Reason I like Cinemirage is because it's right here, and if Cinemirage doesn't work, usually Wild Plains does. So you got these two, and that's all you need. So the only people that wouldn't be doing that would be people that are using Rowan or leveling classes. Because in that case, you might even still need, like, trait stones and stuff. So you might be moving around to different... So you might choose a different kingdom. I'd hope you'd stay in the same kingdom no matter what. But you might choose a different kingdom because you're using Rowan. Rowan hits harder. You're leveling a class. You need some trait stones. So you're going to pick a kingdom that you need the trait stone or something. But still make sure it's working. Don't be picking a kingdom that, you know, the enemies... They cast Barrier at the start of the fight, or they always summon, like, Loyal Mount or something, or Ogress, where she does the Fortress Gate. Like, don't be picking a kingdom where there's, like, a lot of extra hoo-ha that makes it take longer. Like, go to a kingdom where it's, like, all dead, next fight, bang, all dead, next fight, bang, all dead, with no problems. The cash is nuts, I know. Florian... Daniel says I have my nephew around for a sleepover, so I won't be able to do much vault farming until he goes to bed. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing with the vault. You gotta have time. Like 15 minutes straight to run a gap. It's not super easy to always have that. Trey says, dude, yesterday between solo and our duo, I raked in close to 4K. Nice. Second new Mythic I lucked out on. First copy was on second pull with guild seals, then opened some glory keys, and got second copy on fifth pull with those. Odd one out, I'm glad you agree. It's just gonna help you that you're agreeing, I feel, you know? And I'm glad for it. Some people want to, like, go to whatever kingdom, they want to use whatever team, they want to... And yesterday, we screwed up. I screwed up yesterday, and it made me feel like there was something wrong with the vault. So that's the title of the stream today. Let's get going, though. Where am I at? I'm on 2 out of 100, so I could run a gap right now. So let's run a gap. That's how I like to do things. I will get as close to 0 out of 100 mist stones as possible, and then I'll run a gap. Then after the gap is over, I'll have 50, 60, 70 shards, and then I'll farm verses until I get you know, that boss chest, and then I'll have as close to 0 again. Then I'll do a gap. And then I'll have 60 to 70 shards after the gap, and then I'll farm verses until I get the boss chest and get as close to 0 out of 100 shards, and then I'll run a gap. It's like this whole thing, you go back and forth. But with my PS5 and with Ironhawks, like, I barely have any verse hunting time because I'm going so fast in the gap that I'm getting so many shards that I barely have any time to do verse hunting now. Like, it's crazy. But let's do a gap, I guess. I don't have too many right now, so it could get to the point where I do need to farm verses. But I never, like, have too much trouble. Like, the way I'm playing, that's why I don't want you guys to have too much trouble. You know, you gotta be doing every little min-max that you can do. That way, like, you're not missing that verse. You're like, oh, I need Cindy. I have 20 of this one, and 20 of this one, and 20 of this one, but I have 0 of this one. And she's not popping up. Well, are you doing, like, literally every little min-max that you can do? Because that'll make it easier for you to get that verse that you need. Alright? And then once you get the one that you need, you run a gap, you have to get it again. And then you run a gap, you have to get it again. So it's important that you're doing everything that you can do to kill as many enemies as fast as possible with as little distraction as possible. With, like, not an explosion at the start of every fight. Not, like, a troop summoning or, you know, whatever in every fight. Like, make sure it's perfect. Do everything perfect. Use Ironhawks. Don't use Greed. Don't use Kafru. Don't put on the wrong medals. Don't be in a weird kingdom. Do Explore 1, not Explore 4 or 9 or 12. Do 1, because there's, like, who cares? I know, like, some people can do 2, 3, 4, and it's, like, almost the exact same thing as 1. But why even, why? Just do 1. We're hunting vault keys. We're not trying to get extra loot off of the troops. You can do that any old day of the week. Like, why not get as many vault keys as you can as fast as possible, because it's the vault event. Who cares? We don't want to make it Explore 2 or Explore 9 or Explore whatever. Like, you can do that any other day. Like, let's get as many gnomes and vault keys and verses that we can get instead of making it harder on ourselves for some reason. Alright, I'm going to do this Gnome-a-palooza. And then I'll talk about everything during that. And y'all probably already know what I'm going to say, but maybe there's somebody out there that I can convince to change their mind, and then everything will be so much better. And they'll, once you, like, fully commit, I promise everything will be so much better. Fully commit for an entire vault weekend. That's all I ask. Some people fully commit for 5 minutes. Some people fully commit for 10 minutes. Some people fully commit for 1 gap or 1 session of verse hunting or for 1 hour or 1 day. All I'm asking is fully commit to the min-maxing for 1 entire vault weekend, and I bet you get more vault keys than you've ever got before. Promise. Like, what do I have to lose? What do I have to gain whether you do it or not? What do I have to lose? What does it matter to me whether you do it or not? I'm just saying. Try it 1 time for an entire weekend. Not an hour, not 1 gap, not 1 day. Like, all 3 days for the entire weekend, and I guarantee you'll get more vault keys. If you do every little thing that I say that you should do. Don't leave anything out. Don't use Greed instead of Sister Superior. Don't put on an Anu medal or an Orpheus medal. Don't be in a weird kingdom. Don't use a weird team. Like, don't go get that pet. Don't be doing this or, yeah, do exactly what I say, and I promise. And then, like, your whole account will be better. You'll have more gems, more vault keys. You'll get the lovers. You'll get orbs. You'll get more keys. You'll get more gold. You'll get more souls. You won't have to farm as much. It'll be so much better, I promise. Just fully commit. Just for 1 vault weekend, and then tell me I'm wrong. And you won't, because I've had so many comments of people saying, I finally did what you said, and I got so much more. I'm doing so much better now. I get those comments. I don't get it the other way around. Unless the person only tried it for like 1 hour, or 1 gap, or 1 day. Then they'll be like, oh, it's still not working. Well, you got to keep going. It's like a thing, it's over time. Like, you'll notice the more, like, you have to do it more. Like, we're saving a half a second. For some of these things, we're saving like a half a second every fight. So that's going to add up over 3 days, not over 1 hour. So you got to do it for all 3 days. For an entire vault weekend. Trey says, ever notice how every time the bears bonus XP? I know, dude. Trey says, yeah, I know. It happened last time too, right? Must be on holidays. Maybe vault events line up with holidays or something. Doesn't that suck? I know, dude. It's like I need to be playing Gems of War, but I really want to play EverQuest, you know? Like, I need to play Gems of War to get more gems, to buy more deeds, to buy more medals, to keep up with my YouTube channel, But then I want to play EverQuest because there's extra loot, there's extra experience, and I could also make videos. I don't know. Resources on here way easier to get than EverQuest, so while I'm multitasking both, I lean more into P99, right? I'm going to try to get 300 vault keys, and then... But also, I'm going to try to do both. I don't know. Alright, Gnome-a-palooza, so we're going to craft this thing. You know how that works, right? You got to go get 4 verses from the Gnome-a-palooza gnomes. The Gnome-a-palooza gnomes pop up. It's a rare gnome, though. So you're going to get a gnome. If you're going to get a gnome, it's like a rare gnome. So it's like if you're going to get a mythic, getting Ironhawk as the mythic. So we get a gnome, and then it's a rare gnome. And then it has to be the gnome that you actually want, like the color that you actually need, too. So already it's like a rare thing on top of a rare thing on top of a rare thing. That's why you got to do everything, like min-max, do it perfectly, because you're trying for a rare thing on top of a rare thing on top of a rare thing. So we had to get a rare gnome, and then we had to get the right color rare gnome. 4 different times. So we have 1 of each color, we combine them in the Soul Forge, that crafts a Gnome-a-palooza, which makes it to where we have all gnomes for 15 minutes. Which is awesome. That means way more vault keys is what it means. So, because the vault keys aren't turned down. They're still exactly the same. So vault keys are still, you're going to get at least 20 vault keys for every gap. I've been getting closer to 30 these days. So it's somewhere around 20 to 30 vault keys every gap that you run. So if you run a gap every 15 minutes, the whole weekend, you're going to get tons of vault keys. But what I recommend is running a gap, then hunting verses, then running a gap, then hunting verses. But let's do it. 15 minutes on the clock. That would be like 9 after, right? 9 after, so let's go. My team's probably not ready, though. I'm an idiot. See, that's a min-max that I screwed up right there. My team is not ready. I need Sister Superior. I did this yesterday, too. Well, I screwed up. I'm wasting time. This would be like going and getting a pet right now. Dummy. I did this yesterday, too. I'm so stupid. Sister Superior. Alright. Here we go. So I just wasted, like, what, like 30 seconds? Alright, preload inputs, right? Use Sister Superior instead of Greed. This is the best team for gaps right here, and it's probably never going to change. I'm holding in the buttons. Preloading inputs. Bang, she pops up. I let go. Boom, I cast Dust Devil. And they're all dead. So what I was doing wrong yesterday is I had the wrong metals on, which was causing a slight delay in every single fight that I was doing. It was like a half a second, but it adds up. Because we're doing a fight every like 6 seconds here. So that's 10 fights a freaking minute. So that's like 5 seconds every minute for 15 minutes. What was that, 75 seconds? So I missed out on like a minute and 15 seconds just by having the wrong metal on. Just by having the wrong metal on, I probably missed out on like, I don't know, maybe two whole vault keys or something. And that's like the little tiniest simple little mistake you can make. Like the least amount of time is having the wrong metal on. Like having Greed on instead of Sister Superior. I used to do that, so I completely understand why you would be doing it. But I you know, sometimes I come around to certain things. Like, I used to think that it's not worth it to be doing the Underspire during a Vault event. Now I think it is worth it, because of the guaranteed awesome loot that you get from the Underspire. I used to use Greed, because I thought, man, I'm doing a lot of fights, I'm going to get extra gold for every fight. Then it turned out, like, it's not that much extra gold, and it's making every fight take longer, and then you're getting less Vault keys, and, like, one Vault key could have 300,000 gold in it, so kind of felt like as dumb as buying a Vault key with gems or something. Like, I'm using Greed, I'm making it take longer, I'm getting less Vault keys so I can get a little bit of extra gold. Like, I don't know. Sister Superior is definitely the best way to go. She's fastest, she don't explode at the start of every battle. Like, we're doing so many fights, like that's the whole point, is to do as many fights as we can as fast as possible. So if there's even one little thing wrong that's making stuff take longer, it's very noticeable. That's why yesterday I was like, man, is there something wrong with the Vault event? Because I was doing one little thing wrong and I didn't figure it out until towards the end of the stream. But I could tell, I can definitely tell that something was wrong. And all it was I had the Anu medal on or something, and it was popping up an extra animation every fight. But I could tell. But I didn't know what it was at the time, but I could tell it was slower. And then I figured it out by the end of the stream and fixed it. But on top of that, is there something wrong with the Vault event? I feel like yesterday, the servers, the game was a little bit slow. So that was making stuff take longer. And then we got all these new pop-ups with the campaign tasks and stuff like that. We got the new campaign update. And I feel like more stuff was popping up yesterday, too. So between me having the wrong medal on, the game being a little bit slow, the servers being a little bit slow, and then all the campaign tasks that were popping up all day, made me feel like there was something wrong with the Vault. But I don't think there is. I don't think there really is. I don't think they forgot to turn the gnomes up or something. Like, I just think it was, the game was slow, the servers were slow, and all the campaign tasks were like slowing everything down by popping stuff up on my screen, and me using the wrong medal, and all that compounded to make me think there was something wrong with the Vault when there really wasn't. There's been other times where, like, the perfect Vault event would be like nothing else is going on at all. Like, nothing. You have nothing else to do. There's no battle crashers. There's nothing going to pop up on your screen. Nobody's doing pets. You have nothing else to do. Your entire guild event's done. Your entire Underspire's done. You're not going to do anything else. That'd be the perfect Vault event. Is like nothing else is going on at all. Like, nothing. And they love to make it to where there's battle crashers or pop-ups. Or remember when the demon and the genie were really slow and you had to wait for their full animation before you had to cancel out? And guess when that was happening? During the Vault event. Guess when we have battle crashers sometimes that slow down everything? During the Vault event. Guess when we get an update that's going to pop a bunch of stuff up on our screen? During the Vault event. So anytime there's anything like that sucks. We want there to be nothing else going on. Literally just Vault events. Just battles, just killing enemies, nothing popping up on the screen, nothing making it take longer. That'd be the perfect Vault event. Seems like there's always something. Then the other problem that's an actual problem with the Vault event is when you open your Vault keys, which you shouldn't do, by the way, until the entire Vault event's over. That's a waste of time. That's kind of like going and doing pets during the Vault event. Opening your Vault keys. I know it's very tempting, and if I was a beginner, I might be very tempted to open Vault keys, because I've been hearing about like how awesome they are, and how it's like some of the most desired loot in the game, and like one of the best keys in the game. Like, you get some, you want to open them. But it's a mistake. You shouldn't do that. Don't open Vault keys during the Vault event. Brown, yellow, green. Come on. Up here! Dragonite Gnome, I'm happy you're here. Thank you for coming. You don't bother me, and if you run away, I'm going to be mad, and now you just made the whole fight take even longer. Thank you. But it's okay, because I like Dragonite Gnomes. You know what Dragonite Gnomes get you? They get you Stellarix, and Diamantina, and Chrysantherax. So we're not going to, like, be mad at the Dragonite Gnome for surviving. We like him. We want him to be around more often. What was I saying? Oh, don't open Vault keys during the Vault event. There's so many rules, and if you follow every single one of them, and you do it for an entire Vault weekend, I promise you'll get more Vault keys. You'll get at least 50 more than you normally get. If you just follow all my little min-max rules, you'll get at least 50 more than you usually get. But yeah, the Vault keys, don't open them during the Vault event. And then when the Vault event's over, that's when you open them. And there's a problem with them, kind of, right now. First thing, they changed the way they display the loot, which I don't really love. Kind of getting used to it now, though. Kind of just have to believe them. Before it showed, like, what each gnome dropped, specifically. Like, it would have a picture of each gnome, and it would, like, put their loot that they dropped under their picture, or something like that. It was way easier to tell what each gnome dropped. So now they have it to where they kind of smash it all together, and you can't really tell. And they'll, like, highlight the wrong loot that... They'll highlight, like, oh, you got a A copy of Cedric. And that was your amazing loot for this vault key. But then down below that, you'll see that you also got like 30,000 gold and like 24 gems. And it's like, actually, that's the better loot. I don't really need another copy of Cedric. I already have Cedric fully ascended. You're highlighting this, you know, toilet selfie of Cedric, basically, at this point, that I don't need any more of. When, like, the actual good loot is that 30,000 gold right there, those 24 gems. That's kind of weird that they highlight, like, no matter what he drops, they kind of just say that's the best loot, even though sometimes it's not. And then they'll smash all the gnomes' loots together, like if 3 of them drop souls, and it'll just, like, smash them all together, and you have to just, like, trust them that they all drop souls. That's one thing I don't like about the vault keys. And the other thing is the tarot card, like, drop table is getting super bloated. So if you need, like, the lovers right now, it's just getting harder and harder and harder to get them, specifically. So you'll kill Cedric. Cedric has a chance to drop a tarot card instead of, like, you know, a lot of the time he'll give you a copy of himself, but in that same drop table you could get any tarot card. And, like, half the tarot cards are for nothing. And then half of the other half is for stupid stuff. And then there's, like, the lovers, and, you know, good ones like the Empress, the lovers, and that's the ones, like, people are looking for, or ones that they don't have yet. So you got Cedric giving you a selfie of himself, like, most of the time, and then half the time you're getting a card you already have that you don't need anymore. And you're looking for usually looking for a very specific tarot card, like the Lovers or Empress or something. It's getting way harder to get them because they keep adding. They'll add a tarot card like every campaign. I don't know. They add them like other times too. It's not just campaigns, but starting to get giant drop table, making it harder to get certain ones. And then, like, if you're looking for the Wand of Stars, you're gonna have to do. The only thing you can do is get more vault keys and open more vault keys. It's kind of like looking for a Medal of Nisha. Imagine if you were looking for a Medal of Nisha. You're doing boss chests, right? You're doing Explore 12. And you're trying for a Medal of Nisha. Imagine if they kept adding other medals in there, like other tokens that were like nothing burgers, but they were now part of the drop table. That's how it kind of is with the trying to get the lovers. Like, the lovers are the Nisha token, right? But, like, imagine you're trying for a Nisha token, doing Explore 12, but they keep adding all these random stupid tokens in there to bloat the drop table to make it harder to get Nisha tokens. That's kind of how it is with the vault keys and trying to get the lovers or something. They keep adding all these stupid other tarot cards that do nothing and aren't even good, and it's just making it harder and harder to get the lovers or whatever tarot card you're looking for. So that kind of sucks. That's kind of something wrong with the vault event. It's kind of like the Soul Forge. Soul Forge with the Mythic rotation, ever since they invented, like, being able to craft Mythics in the Soul Forge, it's always been 4, like a rotation of 4 Mythics, I think. You'd think by now they would make it 5 or 6. There's so many more Mythics now that it takes way longer to rotate all the Mythics. Like, why not up it? Why not at least make it 5? Like, most people are like, hey, it should be 6 or 8 or something. But I'm just asking for at least 5. Like, add 1. Come on. How can that hurt? Like, we had 4. Back in the day, there was probably like 40 Mythics. And they would put 4 of them in the Soul Forge, and it would be like a 10-week rotation. And that's it. And then they would rotate them all again. And now there'd be like 42 or 41. Now we have like 100 and something, and we're still doing 4. You'd think at some point in time, when we hit like 100 Mythics, they would have upped it to like at least 5. 5 mythics available to craft in the Soul Forge like every week instead of 4. Like make the rotation go like that. There's more mythics in the rotation now. Why would you not add another one each week to the rotation? Since there's so many more than when we started. That's kind of how the vault keys are too, like with the lovers and the tarot card. They just keep adding tarot cards, like crappy ones. Just like the mythics, they keep adding crappy mythics most of the time. Now it makes it harder to get the new mythics, like the good mythics. So every time they add a crappy mythic to the game, it makes it harder and longer to get like Ironhawk in the Soul Forge, or Takshaka or Ferrocafru in the Soul Forge, or whatever you're looking for, you know? Every time they add a crappy mythic, it just makes it longer and harder to get the one you're looking for. That's why it sucks. That's why, like, when I see a new mythic and it's not very good, and it's the new mythic for the month, I'm like, alright, here comes another one we're gonna do nothing with, and it's just gonna be sitting there doing nothing, and somebody out there's gonna go, yeah, but what about this restriction? What about dancing bears that do backflips on fire? What about that restriction? It could be good in that one. You know, one day, maybe, if we happen to have dancing bears doing on-fire backflips as a restriction, like, it might be good. It might be good if we got demons with green eyes that have daggers and wings. If we have that as a restriction, like, if that mythic might be good. Could be good, you know? If we ever have bald men with wearing a trench coat with nothing underneath that are wearing red shoes as a restriction, like that mythic might be good. Plus it's from this kingdom over here, and you know, that's a magic kingdom. Always making excuses as for why they got the new mythic. It could be good when there's a restriction of a little person playing PS5 with a chihuahua. Like, there might be that restriction one day. That mythic will be good if there's that restriction. Let's see how many vault keys we got. We had what, like 82? How many pities did I get? We got 3. Pity keys are just keys they send to your mail. Every gnome you see, they count them. And then for every 5 gnomes, you get a key sent to your mail. So when you hit 5 gnomes seen, you get 1 key sent to your mail. Then when you see 10 more, you get 1 sent to your mail. Then when you see 15 more, you get 1 sent to your mail. It goes up like that all weekend until it's going to be like you need to see 100 gnomes to get 1 key. It just keeps going up and up and up. And you can see that in your games menu right here. Like right now, I need 110 gnomes to earn 1 vault key. And then next time it'll be I need 115 gnomes to get 1 vault key. So it keeps going up and up and up and up and up. It's kind of like the stats in the Tower of Doom, where like the first stat you only need 1 scroll to get 1 magic. Then the second magic you need 2 scrolls. The third to get 1 more magic, right? To have a total of 2 magic. Then to have a total of 3 magic in the Tower of Doom, you now need 3 scrolls. And then you need 4 to get another 1 magic, which would be a total of 4. And it just keeps going up and up and up, so there's diminishing returns. Same thing here, but this is just like, who cares that it's diminishing returns? It's vault keys. You kind of don't pay attention to it. You just get them in the mail. It's nice. Nice little extra vault keys you get. Because most of the time you're getting them while you're doing gaps, not from pities. How in the hell do I only have 5 epic vault keys still? Look. I'm getting unlucky. I started with 200 vault keys, so I've got 110 total keys. And so far I've only got 5 epics. That is horrible. I should have 10 at least right now. You should get 1 epic vault key for every 10 vault keys that you get. That's usually how it goes. If you get 50 vault keys, you should get 5 epics. If you get 100 vault keys, you should get 10 epics. If you have 150 vault keys, you should have 15 epics. If you get 200 vault keys, you should have 20 epics. That's how it goes usually. I'm getting very unlucky, and I only have 5 epic vault keys, even though I have 105 of the regular one. I should have 105 of the regular and like 10 of the epic right now. So I'm missing like 5 epic vault keys at the moment. And I'm only at 1 more gap left. But otherwise I'm doing alright, like vault key wise. It wasn't too bad. How many did I get? I'll catch up in the chat here. I was doing a gap, sorry. So I got 110. I had 82. So I got 28. 28 vault keys on that last gap, which is pretty good. I would take that every time. Except for the epic was low. Alright, what are y'all saying? We'll go hunt versus next. I only got one gap, so I really need to get the one that I need. Classic is here. Yoke is here. Chad is going back to work. Thanks for being here, man. Working to the bone. Anita says that she's late. Just finished dinner for the crew. No problem. You're never late. You guys can get here whenever you want. Rain's here. Anita with the gifted. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Keeping it going. Greasing the tracks. Love it. Got to keep it going, man. That's all I ask. Let's go. Thank you so much. Alright. Let's get back into it here. Anybody have any questions about the Vault event? Any questions about the new Mythic? Let's go hunt versus. So send a Mirage. Let's do our little min-max here, right? I screwed up earlier. I screwed up yesterday by not having my team ready, and I crafted a gap, and then I had to make my team while the gap was running. That was one mistake I made yesterday. The second mistake I made yesterday was having the wrong metal on, because it adds a little animation to every single fight if you have an Anu or an Orpheus on, so make sure you don't have either one of those two on. You don't need any metals anyway if you're doing Ironhawk. So let's not make that mistake again. Let's copy the team so it's ready next time to paste when we do a gap. And then we're going to grab our third Ironhawk because it's the fastest thing to hunt versus. Ironhawk. And we'll go, we need green. So let's see if we see a green. Like, if I'm wrong, I won't see any greens. You know? Like, wouldn't that be what would happen? If I suck and when I'm not playing the right way, I wouldn't get the verse that I need, right? So let's see if we can get it. You nodding off again, Rain? Maybe you're not getting enough sleep? Maybe you're eating crazy food? I don't know. Maybe you're getting bored of Gems of War? I don't know, dude. You been getting sleep? That'd be the first question. I don't sleep very good at all. Like, I suck at sleeping. Something wrong with me. I wake up all the time. I have an okay time, like, getting to sleep, usually. It's not, like, insomnia, that kind of way. But once I go to sleep, I wake up, like, every 2 hours. For one reason or the other. Like, oh, I gotta pee. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, somebody made a loud noise. Oh, I just woke up for no reason. Oh, I had a weird dream. Look! How in the heck does this happen? You know what I mean? You could say I'm lucky, but how come it happens, like, every single time? That's the one I need. It's right there. I even premeditated that and spoke about it before it happened, right? I'm like, if I'm doing anything wrong, please don't give me the verse. And then boom, I got it like faster than you could ever get a verse that you need. Maybe that just convinced somebody out there to try it my way for once. Like, oh, he did say, like, if he doesn't get the verse, then maybe he's doing something wrong, and then he just literally got the verse like 4 fights later. So now I can go ahead and run a gap if I want to. Just gonna wait till I get a boss chest. The reason you do that is it forces yourself to hunt versus, first of all, at least a little bit. And then you get that boss chest out of the way. That way it doesn't pop up during your gap. That's why I do it like this. So even though I got the one I need, I'm not gonna immediately go do the gap until I get my boss chest here. Because the boss chest just makes at least 1 or 2 fights during your gap take longer. And like the whole animation of opening the chest and everything, it's just like a bunch of stuff you don't need that makes it take longer, that gives you less fights. So get the chest out of the way while you're not doing the gap. But here, just casting Dust Devil and winning, it doesn't get much faster than this. You gotta have a very specific... That's why you gotta do it in Cinema Mirage, because if you go anywhere else, I can't guarantee that you're gonna wipe all the enemies out like this in one shot, because it's only doing, what, like 20 damage? So all the enemies had to be under 20 HP, 20 durability to make this work properly. Which even this, like, sometimes something will like, survive every once in a while, but it's no big deal. It's just 1 out of every 100 fights or something. I'll get a Dragonite Gnome, or, like, I'll get the wrong Mythic on the boss chest, and it will give something extra HP, and it will survive every once in a while. It's usually on a boss chest or a Dragonite Gnome, though. A mini-boss, a boss chest, or a Dragonite Gnome. That's usually when you're gonna, like, not wipe everything out in one shot. And that's pretty much the only times. Which is another reason we do the boss chest outside of the gap, because we don't want, like, the enemy surviving, causing a big problem. We don't want to do that part right there. We don't want to have the chest animation. We don't want to accidentally get a Mimic. There's so many reasons. See how that thing survived? That's what I was just talking about. We don't want that to happen during a gap. It just made this fight take longer. And then we got to open the chest after this. And then tokens are going to pop up. That makes the stuff take longer during a gap. And then what if you get a Mimic, and then you want to fight the Mimic fight, and then that takes longer? Like, you don't want all this stuff to be happening during a gap. A gap, you just want to kill gnomes for 15 minutes without any interruption. We get it out of the way right now while we're hunting versus and not running a gap. See, there's this whole thing. Got to open the chest. Get a token. What if a Mimic popped up right there? We gotta, yeah, just a little bit of min-maxing. And look how many things, though. Look how many little min-maxes I've talked about. And if you add them all up, it's actually using the right team, being in the right spot, on the right difficulty, you know, with the right medals, with the exact right team, not using some explosion and greed or Cafru or something. You know, having your team ready to go. Not having a boss chest happen during the gap. Preloading inputs. Not doing pet rescues. Like, there's all these little things you can do, and they all add up. And then, if you do every single one of them, it adds up to a significant extra amount of vault keys. And you getting the verse that you actually need instead of not getting the verse that you need. Alright, we got our team, so we're going to paste it now instead of after we craft the gap. I like to turn around, touch the ground, run one fight to lock it in. Kenny Mix is here. What's wrong with the vault? So yesterday we thought something was wrong with the vault because I had the wrong medal on. I had an Anu on or an Orpheus on, so I'm kind of just explaining like what could be wrong with the vault, but there is something wrong with the vault. It's that I feel like the servers are a little slow, the game's a little slow, and then like the new campaign update with all the pop-ups that are happening are slowing everything down as well. So that's what's wrong with the vault, like right now, that's different than like usual. But also we talked about like vault keys and what's wrong with vault keys right now, like tarot card drop table getting bloated, it's hard to get the one that you need, like how they display the rewards when you do a vault key and how they changed that a while ago, and it's like all of them get smashed together or they promote the wrong one that's not even the good thing. Like, I don't know, we talked about a lot of stuff that's wrong with the vault, and then specifically this weekend, like all the pop-ups with the campaign, the new update, the servers being slow, like the things I was doing wrong yesterday that was slowing me down. So that's pretty much what the title is about. Alright, I turn around, I touch the ground, and I'm going to go do a gap now. As long as I have two, I feel like I'm good to go. I'm going to run one. When I have one, depends what day it is, whether I run it or not. I don't really like to run all the way out of gaps. But I also don't want 500 gaps, right? The only people that should have 500 gaps are people that just don't have 15 minutes straight to run them. And that's the only time I understand it. Like, people sometimes will come into my comments and be like, or my chat and be like, I have 1,000 Gnome-a-paloozas. And I'm like, why? What for? Like, why aren't you running them? You know how much time you're, like, putting off into the future? That 15 minutes times 1,000? That's like 15,000 minutes in your future. Like, why aren't you cashing those checks? Your job is giving you a paycheck and you're just kind of you're like looking at the paycheck and not cashing it. That's what a gap is. It's like a paycheck you get from work that you don't cash. You got to take it to the bank and cash it so you get the money. We don't just collect paychecks and not cash them, right? We don't just have like a big stack of paychecks that we never do anything with, right? That's what having a bunch of gaps would be like. But I totally understand if you like don't have 15 minutes straight, like something's happening every 5 minutes in your house, and like the only thing you can do is farm versus. So that's the only good excuse for having like a million gaps, is like you just never have 15 minutes straight, and you're trying to wait until you actually do. Because otherwise, like, having a 100,000 gems doesn't make sense to me. Like, why aren't you spending them? Like, that's weird. Like, what do you... It's also like having a stack of paychecks you're not cashing. Why are you not buying medals or buying deeds or buying stuff that... Or making your factions easier, like getting all your factions done, or buying even pet baskets or something like that? Why aren't you spending your gems? Like, why do you have so many? Like, I had 33,000 gems, and I started spending them the way I was supposed to be spending them, and now I have half of that. And it hasn't even been that long, so there's no way you're like spending the gems the way you're supposed to and still having 100,000 gems. Like, start buying every offer. I promise. Like, if you have 100,000 gems or 50,000 gems or even 30,000 gems, start buying every freaking offer you see. Every medal offer, every deed offer, every imperial deed, like every writ, every verse, all that stuff. Every medal, every guard token medal, everything. Nisha medals, Anu medals, buy them all. That's what your gems are going to be for at the end game. You shouldn't have that many. If you have like 1 billion gold, like that could happen because there's not that much to spend gold on. But are you giving enough to your guild tasks? Are you doing legendary tasks? Are you making it through the basic tasks and the epic tasks and doing legendary tasks? Like, are you at least doing that if you have like 1 billion gold? Do you have all your, like, factions done and all your renown, like, max renown in the underworld? And, you know, do you have all that done, at least, if you have that much gold? Did you then, like, put all your horde levels at, like, 200 to make all your faction events easier? Because that's what you could do if you have, like, 1 billion gold. But I get it. Like, eventually, there's nothing to spend gold on, really. And you could have 1 billion gold, but you shouldn't have, like, 1 billion gems or 100,000 gems, 30,000, 40,000. You shouldn't have 100 gaps or 50 gaps or 30 gaps. You should be actually using those. You shouldn't have 500 vault keys or 1,000 vault keys or 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 vault keys. You should be opening them. That's not impressive to me. That's not, like, something to brag about. Having a bunch of vault keys that you didn't open, having a bunch of gaps that you didn't run, or having a bunch of gems that you didn't spend is not impressive to me. That's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, do it. Like, you're wasting. What are you doing? That's kind of like, do it. It's not, you're not doing something that you're supposed to be doing, though. If you have that much. Because there's no way. Nobody has all their kingdoms 2030, so you must need something. So buy it. Buy it with your gems. Like, why do you have 100 gaps? I hope it's because you don't have time to run gaps. And that's the only reason. Because you know how much time is in your future then? Like 15 minutes times however many gaps you have? And the whole point of getting a gap is to run it and get the vault keys so you can then have gems and orbs and keys and gold and souls and all the cool stuff that you get from vault keys. Not just a stack of gaps that do nothing for you. Yes, I don't know. Alright. We're going to run this gap right. I haven't run it yet, have I? I'll catch up in the chat in case y'all said anything. And then we're going to see how many vault keys we can get. We need some more epic vault keys. Like, our epic vault keys are down. Been weird. I need more. That's what I really want when I'm doing this. I want a bunch of epic vault keys. Because you can get, like, 900 gems off of those. You can get, like, 300,000 gold off of those. Like, crazy amount of stuff. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Okay. Rain says I got about 4.5 hours. Sounds like me. I go to bed at like... I'll start like snoozing in my chair at like 10 or 11. And then I'll go to bed at like 12 or 1. And then I usually wake up at like 2. And then I'll wake up at like 4. And then I'm up at like 6 or 7. I don't sleep in. So, you know, I might get like 1 hour snoozing in my chair. I might get max like 4 hours broken up in the bed. Like, that'd be a good night for me. Maybe 5 hours. Trey says I try for a minimum of 6 every night. Kinemax says, what's wrong with the vault? I explained that, right? Unless you have any questions. Rain got an ad. Yep, you're going to get one every 18 minutes or so. Trey says, well, not nothing. It's running concurrently with P99 bonus event, tragically. Turned your ad blocker back on. That's fine. I still get something for that, I think. Trey says, but that's a personal issue with it. Of like sleep. You get 6 hours. Oh yeah, like yeah. The fact that it's running with that's what's wrong. Trey says, I have a bunch of uncashed checks. I'm such a rebel slacker. Go get it, bro. Go get it. Rain would not buy medals. Well, I buy them, and you see all the 2030 kingdoms I have, so I don't know why. I mean, if you don't have, of course, yeah, if you don't have, like, a bunch of gems, don't buy medals. Definitely don't. Like, if you only have, like, 10,000 gems, don't buy them. But I feel like the perfect strategy with this game, and you know me, I've been playing for 8 years, I've done 4 new account playthroughs, no one else has done that. For free to play, I'm free to play, nobody else. I'm the only person. So I feel like I know, like, that's my credentials, right? Been playing for 8 years. That's one credential. Number 2, I've been playing free to play the entire time. That's my second credential. My third credential is I've done 3 or 4 new account playthroughs. So I've gone back to the beginning of the game and played again without all my stuff. Free to play again. So I know like what you need, when and where and why and all that stuff. And I bought medals as a beginner. And I'm buying medals as an in-game player. But yeah, if you're a mid-game or early in-game, you're not buying medals really, but if you're a beginner or super in-game, you're buying medals. There's no reason to stack up 30, 40, 50, 100,000 gems. If you're an in-game player, like, you should be buying medals. That's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to a mid-game player with 10,000 gems or 15,000 gems. But if you're in-game, like, what are you gonna do with them? Like, what's your plan? Like, what are you doing with those gems? Otherwise, you're just going to keep stacking them up and looking at them? I'm sure that's probably the right move, you know? Just stack them up and look at them, do nothing with them. It's probably the right move. Trey says, I always feel like you're addressing me when you go here. Nah. I'm never addressing anybody in particular. I don't even know how many gems you have, Trey. I'm sure you've told me before, but I always forget. Rain, you have 5 level 20 kingdoms so far? Never bought one medal, buy deeds with them? Okay. That's good. I have like 8 or 9 2030s, so, you know, they're maxed out both ways, level and power. I have like 8 or 9, maybe 10. Alright, craft a Gnome-a-palooza, let's go. Yeah, I'm never ever, like, addressing anyone in specific. If you say something, sometimes it might make me go off on a tangent in general about something, but I don't know anybody's specific situation. Like, Rain, there might be a very good reason you're not buying medals. That I'm not in your account, and I'm not seeing literally everything in your account, so I don't know. And same with Trey, I don't know every little thing. I'm not in your account, I don't know every little thing about your account, so I'm never like, just in general advice. General advice for everybody. Craft a Gnome-a-palooza? But hey, Trey, remember when you weren't doing the Underspire? And then I said, hey, you should probably be doing it. And then you started doing it. And you... Like, it's better now, right? You're getting the orbs. People, like, resist. And then they do it. And then they get the fruits. They figure out why I'm... Like, why do I tell you to do the Underspire? I don't get anything out of it. Why do I tell you to buy medals and deeds? I don't get a cut. I don't get anything from it. Why do I care? Like, don't buy them. Don't buy them. Don't buy medals. Don't buy deeds. It won't make a difference to me, right? I'm just trying to help. I'm saying what's the best practice, what you should be doing. But if you don't do it, like, it doesn't hurt me either way, whether you do it or not. Like, no matter who it is. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, like, what's the best practice? Craft Gnome-a-palooza, yes! We're going to be at 47 this time. Even though I don't really pay attention because I don't need Dragonite. Game is laggy. But if you do need Dragonite, make sure you set a timer for every Gnome-a-palooza. Look for those Dragonite gnomes in the last minute or two. Depends like how badly you need vault keys, gems, gold, the lovers, orbs. If you're like super hyper focused on getting Chrysantherax, which isn't even, that's not a bad thing, that could be a good thing. And if you see a Dragonite Gnome and there's 2 minutes left in your gap, maybe you let it, maybe you leave it. Maybe you let the gap run out just to get that Dragonite. Because you're hyper focused on getting Chrysantherax, you want that Dragonite bad. But I'd say like the best thing to do would probably be in the last minute or so. Don't waste too much of a gap, because I just got an epic vault key, that was cool. But once again, like earlier when I said, hey, this is how I do it, I need this color, verse, and if I'm doing it wrong, I'm probably not going to get that verse right, and then I got the verse I needed. Right here, I'm going to get at least 20 or 30 vault keys, and this is how I do it. So let's see. I had like 110, right? Let's see if I can get at least 140 right here. Let's see if I can get 30 vault keys on this gap. I'll do the best I can. Sometimes I'd be talking and streaming and not going as fast as I could go. Game is lagging a little bit. Reload. Yeah. Aw, screwed up. Come on, baby. Jamming on the X button. Preloading inputs. Waiting for Sister Superior to pop. There she is. Let it go, Cast Dust Devil. Let go of the button like you're doing a drag race. Ready? Got the button pressed. I'm gonna let go of the button like a drag race. Bang. That's how you can make it fun. Act like you're doing a drag race and you're waiting for the tree to turn green. You're just letting go of that button. Bang. Got Dragonite Gnome. Nice. Okay, I'm looking for brown, yellow, green, or skulls. There's green and yellow. And here's skulls. He's dead. It's fine. I like when he's there. I like when he survives. Alright. Holding in that button. Letting it go. Bang, boom. Get out of here. Jamming on that X. Holding in the button. I'm going to let go. I'm going to walk them like a dog. Bang, boom. They're all dead. One indicator of like how well you did during a gap is like if you start at 0 freaking shards. How many shards did you end up with by the time the gap was over? Are you getting 60 or 70 like me? Or are you getting 40 or 50 like I used to get? How many are you getting? And then how many vault keys, of course. Did you get 15 vault keys, or did you get 20, or did you get 25 to 30 like I've been getting recently? My epics have been butt, though. The game is freaking loading so much. Like, the faster I go, the more it loads. My reaction time there was a little, I was sleeping. Sleeping at the wheel. Nodding off. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Up. That one I really sleeping. Alright, we gotta tree him. Let's let go of that button. Do a burnout. Oh, bang. Treat him. My reaction time was like 0.001. Ready? Oh, I've red lit. Dang it. I let go of the button too soon. Red lit it. And I had to repress it. Ready? Oh, treat him. Get out of here. Zooming down the track straight as an arrow. From point A to point B. Hit the NOS. I got 4 stages of NOS. Turbos. Big ass spoiler. Fart can. Torque converter. Got the delay box. I want a delay box for my controller. That way I never red light it. Ah, see, I red lit. What if I had a delay box? And I'd never red light it. It would wait like a beat. And I can always like be like boom, and then it would like always hit. It would wait like a half a second, a quarter of a second to actually let go. Ah, see? Right there. Need delay box. I'm too fast. Holding in the button. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoop, too fast. See, I gotta get that timing down. My yeah, yeah, yeahs were too fast. Ready? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like timing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Up. See, I should have done 5 yeah, 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 yeahs. There. Or you could say something else. Like count. You could count. Like how much can you count? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 5. Ready? Yeah, 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 yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can slide your finger. I'll do that strat. Like, watch me. No, I'll do the slide the finger strat this time. That's kind of like the delay box. You slide your finger instead of or your thumb. Slide your thumb instead of like letting straight up off the button. You slide it off. That's why it's like a delay box. See how that works right there? That's pretty good. It's another min-max, just like doing the fights as fast as you can by preloading inputs and letting off that button. Like, this is saving me time over all these fights this whole weekend. Just me doing this as fast as I can do it. I'm gonna slide this time, slide. Ooh, slide works. It's like your thumb is on the button for like an extra little while you're sliding it off instead of lifting it straight up. So try that. If you ever tried preloading inputs and you're like, it doesn't work for me, try sliding your thumb off. That works for me. Doing it right now, and I think it's better for me, actually. Yeah, 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 yeah. Can't watch this and say, that's not fast, right? Or he didn't get a bunch of alt keys. We got a Dragonite Gnome, though. Yellow, brown, green. Where you at? Here's green. There's sister. Sister, sister. He's dead. Threw his boots outside. Dog peed on him. And then a bum put him on and ran away. Dragonite Gnome tried to put his boots on and run away. And I grabbed him and threw him outside. The dog peed on him and a bum stole him and put him on and ran away. You know? What you gotta do when an old Dragonite Gnome tries to run away, put his boots on, his cowboy boots. He's your Huckleberry. Gonna ride his horse to the Old Town Road. Lasso a cow. Put on his cowboy hat. Put his handkerchief in his back pocket. Play some poker at the town hall. Drink some whiskey. With the cowboys. Get his shotgun off the top. Get a gun off the top of the bar. Do a duel. 20 steps. Turn around at high noon. Invest in a business in Tombstone, Arizona. Go mining for gold. Open a bar, do some gambling. Don't have the wide earp cards. The dead man's hand. Daniel Negreanu. Get a royal flush. A full house with Michelle. You're in big trouble, mister. Mr. Belvedere. The heck was Mr. Belvedere about? Wasn't he like he was like a butler or something? He's like a maid? Is that how that I don't know. I never watched Mr. Belvedere. Wasn't like a maid with a mustache? And then like the family was like, he's part of the family. Let's have a sitcom about a maid guy that's part of the family with the mustache. His name is Mr. Belvedere. And then Webster comes over He says, what's happening? Did I do that? And then he puts on his suspenders. He goes to the tower where the terrorists take over the Christmas party. He says, yippee-ki-yay, mother effa. We're back to the Cowboys. Puts Santa Claus in the elevator and sends him down. Says, ho, ho, ho. Steps on glass and he doesn't care. He's got a machine gun. And they're gonna blow up the safe and steal all the money. But freaking Carl Winslow is eating donuts, talking to the cowboy. And there's a limousine in the basement. And then the one guy's trying to get with your wife the whole time. Who would try to get with his wife? Like, you're a dummy. No wonder he was doing the sniffing lines in his office. He's trying to get with Bruce Willis's woman. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get your butt shot, boy. You better stop it. Trying to get with Bruce Willis's woman. Crazy. Get shot in the face. Bruce Willie. And they'll put a sweet little card on you and say something funny. And then you look like an idiot. At your funerals, everybody's just laughing because he put a funny little message on your body after he shot you in the face to try to get with his woman. You're like, I get it. And he left a funny little message. That's good. Oh well, see you later. Good riddance. Yakatomi Plaza. Shooting cars at helicopters out of a gun. Vin Diesel. Brian Walker in the house. How's it going, man? We got Grabzizas. Sorry. We got 6 magic deeds. Nice. Yeah, those are the first ones you buy for sure. There's definitely progression to it, but if you're super in-game, you should be buying everything. Like, you know how it goes, like in any game. In any game, when you have lots of money, you should just start buying all the stuff you need. You don't not buy it. Like in EverQuest, if I have a bunch of plat, I'm buying spells, I'm buying gear, I'm buying awesome bags, I'm buying other things that can help me out. I'm not just stacking it up and saying, look at me, I got lots of money. I'm going to buy stuff that's going to help. And every single person in the world needs 20, 30 kingdoms. And what is probably blocking you, if I had to guess, from getting a 20, 30 kingdom? Either deeds, books, writs, imperial deeds, or medals, or orbs, or gold-eluding mythics, or gold-eluding troops. That's what's blocking you. If anything else is blocking you, then like classes or pets, you should already have that, and that's just like operator error. Did something wrong. If you're playing right, then what's blocking you right now is deeds, books, or medals. So those are the things that you buy, because that's what's blocking if you did it right. So why wouldn't you buy the thing that you need? I'm not going to go waste my time farming Explore 12 when I could be doing the Underspire and getting gold orbs, which is like however many Nisha medals. It's funny when people, they do Explore 12 to maybe, potentially, after doing lots of hours in battles, potentially, maybe, getting a Nisha token, which you need 3 of to make a badge. Then you need 3 more to make another badge, and then you need 3 more to make another badge. Then you combine all those 3 badges, and you get 1 Nisha medal, 1. Or, you can do the Underspire, get 2 major gold orbs, which are worth, like, a bunch of Nisha medals. Like, a bunch. Like, freaking 12. 12 Nisha medals. So you can do the Underspire and get 12 Nisha medals? Or you can farm Explore 12 and get yourself a Nisha token. And then get another one, and then make 1 badge. And then you get a Nisha token, and another one. and another one, and make one badge. And then you can get a niche token, and another one, and another one, and make one badge. And then you can make one medal. One. You can make one niche medal. You can make one. Or you can go do the Underspire and get 12 niche medals. Which one sounds smarter? And then you can use those orbs on other troops once you get all your mythics fully gold elite and stuff. There's silver orbs along the way and a bronze orb along the way. So it gives you everything you need every week to fully gold elite a mythic. Every single week. Plus an extra gold orb just for fun. You know that? Like, let's go look. If we're doing Explore 12, wasting time. Farming Explore 12, wasting time. You know, potentially maybe you get a niche token, which makes 3 of those makes a badge. We need to fully. Let's see, which one am I working on right now? Let's go over this again, just so you know what I'm talking about. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Darkstone is 2030, like literally maxed out all the way. Can't go any higher, right? Drifting Sands, 2030, maxed out. Can't go any higher. That's 2. Zalkari, literally maxed out. Can't go any higher on either one of those. Level or power. Both are maxed out. That's 3. We got Pride Lands. Maxed out. 2030. That's 4. Sword's Edge. Maxed out. 2030. That's 5. Like both. 20 and 30. I'm not just talking about 20s. I'm talking about maxed out 2030. Both. Alright, what's this one? 6? We got Forest of Thorns, maxed out 2030, both. I already said Sword's Edge, right? What else? Glacial Peaks, maxed out 2030, both. That's like 7, at least 7. Here's 8, at least 8. Maxed out 2030, both. 8 of them. At least 8. So I have 8 of them like fully done. Not just 20, not just 30, both. Mist of Scales, almost there. All I got to do is keep buying medals, keep doing the Underspire, and I'll have this done too. Working on it right now, it's 20'd. So however many that was, that's why I guess like showing you that I know what I'm talking about at least. So there's 1, 2. There's other people that have this and they have like more than me, but they're using real money to buy deeds most of the time. I'm not saying everybody, but most of the time they're also spending and using real money to get further than me. So we got 1, 2. So you can do that and do what I'm saying, and you'll get so much for it. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to help you out. Spend money too and do what I'm saying, and you'll have more than anybody. You'll be the best. You'll have more than me, more than them, more than everybody. Just do it the right way and spend money. So 1, 2, 3. I'm not even going to count Mista Scales. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? At least 9. I got 9. 9 fully maxed. Like, I can't do anything else with those kingdoms. They're completely done. 9. 9 of them. 20 and 30. Not just 20. Not just 30. Both. Max all the way out. 9 of them. Free to play. I just feel like when I say I'm free, like, it means, like, what all the strats that I tell you to do are just, like, they should have more weight behind them and be more correct. Because I'm not even using money to, like, spur it along at all. This is all free. Done this all free to play. And then I got Mista Scales on 20. I'm working on it. This will be my 10th one that I've fully maxed. Once I get this one done, it's halfway there. So I have 10 of them on 20, and I have 9 of them 20-30'd. That's like the hardest thing to do in the game is the 20-30 a kingdom. And I almost have 10 all the way done, free to play. So I'm just like, if you want to like take my advice, if you don't, it's a game. Who cares? I don't care. It doesn't. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, like, I gotta explain like why I'm giving this advice, and there's why right there, like all the proof on the screen. I've never done Explore 12. I'm not doing Explore 12 farm. I'm not farming medals at all, and I have more 20-30 kingdoms than most people, right? I haven't spent any money at all, and I have more 2030 kingdoms than most people. I haven't done Explore 12 at all. More 2030s than most people. I don't play the game that much. I play for like an hour a day, 2 hours a day. Still have more 2030 kingdoms than most people, right? So why wouldn't you follow my advice? That's weird if you don't. I'm just trying to help. You'll get there faster. Maybe you play more than me and you spend money, you'll be way further than I am. If you just do everything I'm saying to do. Or you can keep resisting and doing it your own way, and it is what it is. It's a game. Who cares? Run over hookers and Grand Theft Auto. I used to do that. It's fun. You know, just do the gangs and, like, take over territories and the gangs and stuff. That's fun. It's a way to play the game. You can play the game however. It's a game. You can play Arena all day. You can play Treasure Hunt all day. You can play Explore 12 all day. But I'm just saying, like, the people that want to, like, progress in the game and get everything and get, like, be further and better and stuff like that, like, that's all I'm trying to explain, like, how to do it. Alright, so how many vault keys do we got now? Did I get my pities? What was I just doing? A gap? Alright. How many do I got? I got 337 vault keys. I started with 200, so I have 137 vault keys now. So that time I got 27 vault keys, I think. I had 110, and now I have 137. So I got 27 vault keys on that gap. So every time I'm hitting 25 plus vault keys for every gap. That's 100 vault keys a hour if I was doing all gaps. Alright, we got to go back to hunting versus for a little bit. I need the green one. We got this team already copied for next time, right? So we got to go get our third Iron Hawk. Iron Hawk. Iron Hawk. And let's go. We're going to get that boss chest. We're going to get to 0. We're going to try for that verse, too. We need Freddy. The green one. Let's catch him in the chat here. Sorry, I see a question there. I got you. Hold on a sec. Rain has 5 level 20s. You never bought a medal. You do lots of explore. Grab Zizaz says, hello, I'm pretty new player myself, barely 100 level, still doing quests, and I wonder if I should spend gems for buying keys to rarity, upgrade my troops. Reddit feels pretty dead in terms of noob tips. Nah, never use gems to buy keys. That's a big no-no. Just just get keys and open keys if you have keys. Never spend gems on opening chests because it's like very bad value, and you're probably not going to get what you're looking for anyway. And you know, you'll get the troop. Go follow my new account playthrough. You're gonna open the underworld, and there's so many awesome troops down there that you're about to get. So don't worry about like getting troops through opening chests, like random chests. It's not really a way to like build a team and do well and like do good in the game. It's just like, you know, getting all the troops in the game, like collect them all. Like you might get lucky here or there and get an awesome troop, but like the best thing to do early game is just do all your quests, build your little goblin team or whatever it is, you know. I always recommend goblins early game because there's like a lot of room for error. You get an extra turn on every spell you cast, so if you do something wrong, it's still your turn, right? So use goblin, use ice goblin, use goblin bomber, use just any goblins you can find. Warband shop or the keys that you get that are up top for the world quest, those keys, that has like the goblin bomber in it. I think you get goblin from a quest. Always use your hero. So it'd be like your hero with the weapon, goblin bomber, and like some other goblin that you got, whatever it may be. Warband shop goblins, keys that they're giving you for doing your world quests and stuff like that. You open those, you get goblins. Just regular keys, you might be opening gold keys or glory keys, might get a goblin. Start upgrading your goblins as you go, make a little goblin team, right? Then you're going to keep doing your quests. You're going to eventually get to Forest of Thorns. You're going to do that quest. You're going to get Rowan. Fall in love with Rowan. Rowan is like, you're going to use her for a long time. It's really awesome. It's the best beginner troop in the game. It's freaking sweet. So then you start building your Rowan team once you get Rowan. Rowan boosts off of armor, which is a very easy stat to get, and she hits every enemy, and she hits them really hard, and you can boost her armor up with other troops and with your hero and stuff, and she just wipes the enemies out in one shot. It's awesome. So you're using your goblins to help you get your Rowan. Once you get your Rowan, you don't use her like immediately, but you're going to start building your team. You're going to level up your Rowan. You might trait your Rowan. You might get more copies of your Rowan. You'll get your hero. You'll get some weapons. You're following my mastery advice, right? You're doing brown first, then red, then purple. You're doing your mastery correctly, like every time you level up, right? So you can get the cool mastery weapons super early, like Mountain Crusher and Mang and Earth's Fury and Black Manacles and Golden Cog, and you're going to get all those weapons because you're doing your mastery right every level. You're going to do the right colors, so you can get cool weapons for your hero that are going to help with your Rowan, that's going to help with your goblins. So maybe now you have like Mountain Crusher and Rowan, and then you go to the Warband shop, you get Clockwork Sphinx, maybe. Maybe it's there. We'll go check. I'm not sure if it's there or not. I'll show you the Warband shop. You'll open it eventually. Where is it? There's goblins there, and there's, usually, look, Goblin Gang. So you're going to want to get this. They'll give you the coins for doing certain things, doing quests, maybe doing adventure board. You'll get these. You'll get enough to at least get one. So get the goblins. They're really good super early game, and they'll help you get your Rowan. And then there's another one. It's called, like, Mech Masters. I don't know if it's here right now. Of course it isn't. But when it comes back around, it's got a Clockwork Sphinx in it, and that's how you get Clockwork Sphinx. Or she might be from Adana, too. It might be the Adana quest, too. But you'll add her to your Rowan team. And then you're going to go and start doing the Underworld. By the time you have, like, a cool mastery weapon, you got Rowan, and you got Clockwork Sphinx, you're going to be starting to work on your Underworld. Which there's tons of awesome troops down there that you don't get randomly. You get them. Like, you get Chaos Shards, you open portals, you're going to get them. They're really good. Queen Beatrix, King Gobtruffle, Harpy Mage, Gargoyle, Shagaroth, Magma Dragon, the Miraji Queen. There's so many good ones down there, and you're going to get them. Like, it's part of the game. It's like part of doing quests almost. You're going to get them. So they're really awesome. Just get those and, like, don't worry about, like, getting troops out of random chests. It's like kind of going to the gas station, getting a scratcher and hoping you win money, and that's like your whole strategy to getting money. Like, that's not really how you're going to get like the useful troops that are going to help you through the game, is by opening random chests. Like, you're going to get your quests done, you know, go to the Underworld, get all the cool legendaries down there. They will help you, you know, do your mastery right, your hero, your classes, your weapons, and then your Underworld troops. That'll help you build like a really strong roster of troops, and then you can go get all the rest of them, you know. So we're gonna go get Trickster in the Underworld, which is in the Warrens, and that'll work like your Leprechaun for now, like your Timu Leprechaun. So it's gonna be like your weapon, whether it's Mountain Crusher or Golden Cog or something, Rowan, Clockwork Sphinx, and Leprechaun or Trickster. So Leprechaun or Trickster will get everybody up, and then your either your Golden Cog or your Clockwork Sphinx will boost up your Rowan so it hits harder, and then you'll cast your Rowan and everything will die like super fast, and you'll just blaze through everything. And you get Rowan for, like, just for playing the game. It's not like you're going to have to do anything crazy. You'll get Clockwork Sphinx just for playing the game. It's not like you're going to have to do anything crazy. You'll get Trickster, you'll get Leprechaun, you'll get your hero, you'll get those weapons. All that stuff is, like, guaranteed easy stuff that you're going to get. Instead of, like, wishing on a prayer and hoping for a certain thing out of a chest, it's, like, stuff that's going to happen for sure that you're going to get. And you can make your teams really strong. So that's the thing to be going for you right now. Is, like, get your Goblin team going, do your quests, open everything, get your Rowan, start building your Rowan team, and then just finish up your quest, open up everything, and go from there. Underworld would be the next step after opening everything and doing all the quests and building your Rowan team. So go follow my new account playthrough. I have a whole playlist where I start the game all the way over from scratch. I've done it like 3 different times. So I've played like 4 accounts in total. Always free to play, so I can help as many people as possible. Go check them out. I over-explain. They're super long. Maybe run them like a podcast. But hopefully I love helping beginners. I love talking about that stuff. Hopefully you're still here, Grabs. Because, Rain says, I have 269 Orpheus medals. Why would I buy more? Why would you do Explore 12 if you already have that many? Why haven't you used them? Why do you have that many? Your phone overheated in the sauna. Brian says, wish I had the patience to play Gems of War again. I log in enough to collect gems and do battles for gems. Zig says, Cynical, have you ever been to Befallen before? Yeah, I've been there. Isn't that in, like, Western Commons? Is that what that one is? I've gone all the way through it. I think I've shown the whole thing. It's probably on my Necromancer playlist. It's either my Necro or my Shaman, Zig. I definitely went to Befallen. I've been all the way down to the bottom and all the way through there. So go find it. Go check it out. Go look up Cynical Befallen, maybe. Trey says, I do Underspire 100% due to you, and I grind Explore for medals. I think some Explore for medals would be okay, but I don't do it, and I don't really need to, and I'm ahead of most people. You don't medal troops till you have a level 20. That's cool. I like that you're doing it that way, Rain. Because Kingdom level comes before Kingdom power. You're right on that. You're missing weapons? Oh, no. You only been playing 2 years? That's good, Rain. Yeah, that's impressive. Grab says, I have Rowan, but got lucky getting Sphinx, looking for Leprechaun. There you go. Until you get Leprechaun, Grabs, go get... I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'll just call you Grab. Grab, go get Trickster. It's like almost exact... Like, get Trickster, but you have to, like, fully trade it. So hopefully you know what trading is. Like, if you need the trait stone for Trickster, go click on the trait stone in your inventory, and it will open up a kingdom for you to go do explore in, and then you can get that trait stone. Or just keep your eyes out for that trait stone, like in the Glory Shop, or... But Trickster will suffice until later when you get your Leprechauns. The difference between Trickster and Leprechaun is Trickster starts with 75% mana once you have them fully traded. Leprechaun starts with 100% mana once you have them fully traded. So, but they both do the same thing. They blow up green. They get your whole team going. Crow is here. How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. You're here. Also, can you read my name, my nick? Grabchas. All right, that sounds good. Grabchas. 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 Gotcha. Alright, let's see where we're at here. So, Rain, dude, I don't think you should do anything different then. Whatever you're doing, man. 2 years. That's cool. Remember, I'm not always trying to convince a specific person to change the way they're playing the game, but I'm just explaining in general how I played it, how I got to where I'm at. For free to play, like, you know what I mean? Alright, what are we doing? Alright, so I got 127 so far. I wish I had more. Like, right today I'd be shooting for at least 200 total. I need to run, what, like 3 more gaps to get there, probably? And how many do I got? Do I need a verse? Yeah, I do. I only have 1 full gap right now. So I guess we were about to farm verses. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today, y'all. Let's at least farm. Let's at least get to this boss chest and hope I get this verse. We're looking for Freddy, the green one. How long have we been streaming? Hour and a half. That sounds about right. So we'll go after this verse, and then probably get out of here. Yeah, weapons are tough sometimes. There's not much you can do. Like, there's some kingdoms where they are practice what I preach here, y'all. By deeds. There was a kingdom where I was missing 1 weapon, and it was a pay weapon. I think it was Darkstone. No, it was Karakoth. Then I think they put another weapon in for Karakoth, so I don't know. But there are some weapons for sure that it's just, like, annoying. Like, you can't get them. There's no way. Or you wait for the kingdom to cycle around, and maybe they come through the Soul Forge, but sometimes there's, like, pay weapons that you can't get. And it's like, well, I need 14 weapons for this kingdom power. But there's only 13 and then like a pay weapon. It was like that for a minute. I don't know if it's like that anymore though. So I think I got Karakoth 2030, so something must have changed. The way I play is definitely like for the long haul. It's you know, I'm free to play, and it's me playing like 1 or 2 hours a day. So if you're not like you might play differently. Like maybe Rain plays like way more than me each day, or maybe Rain spends money, or maybe and I'm not saying any of that stuff's bad. I'm just saying like there's different ways to play the game and still be right. So Rain could be playing it a different way and still be right. There's different ways to skin a cat, you know? Like in EverQuest, you can get 1,000,000 plat a couple different ways, you know? You could kill guards, you could get vendor stuff. sell stuff to vendors to make your plat, or you could go get desirable items and sell them to players. There's two different ways to skin a cat sometimes. But you probably should like either do one way or the other and like fully invest. I don't know though. Maybe not. Like I'm gonna do Explore 12 one day, just to get the Horde Mimic Mythic. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna end up getting some tokens. I always like to be, if I'm doing something, it's usually for multiple reasons and like very concentrated, good rewards. Cause I only play like an hour or two a day, so I can't afford to like be playing all willy-nilly doing just like stuff that's not worth it as much. Wow, I keep getting Ds. I love it. Another thing about playing a Vault event and like explore as fast as possible is that you get more offers, and you'll end up getting more stuff that you need. Like it's really hard to get deeds in this game. It's hard to farm them. It's like a bottleneck for sure, for everybody. So the faster you play, the more merchants you'll get, the more deed offers you'll get, the more deeds you'll get. There's Cindy. I need Freddy though. Might go until I get Freddy. How about that? I'll play until I get Freddy here. That could take me an hour or it could take me 5 minutes. Hey, more deeds. Look at this, dude. I got like at least 3 or 4 different merchant offers for deeds in like the last couple minutes. It's nuts. It's almost like once they know you'll buy them, they start giving you more and more and more of them. Once I started buying medals and deeds, like I feel like they've started popping up more often. It's like, oh, he'll buy these, so let's keep showing them to him. Let's try to get Freddy at least before I get out of here today. And we got Hoagie. I think that's Hoagie. Freddy's the green one. Cindy's the red one. Hoagie's the blue one. And Baz is the brown one, right? We're looking for the green one. Freddy. Alright, we got... These both suck, kind of, but I think the pet food's better. Sacred Treasure, I don't need... I have my whole underworld completely done. All the stats. Every faction on 500. Pure done, Deathless done, 2500 Renown, maxed out. Every single faction as well. But I don't... In saying that, that's why I didn't get that Sacred Treasure, because I don't need it. Pet food, I don't really need that either, but I could see a world where I level up a bunch of pets and maybe run out or start running low. So I went for the pet food there. There's Cindy again. I'll take it, man. Getting verses is kind of like getting deeds. Like, you're going to need every color deed. Or like getting books in PvP. When I get a brown book for 100 gold marks, I celebrate it. Because I'm going to need brown books. I know I'm going to need them. I prefer a purple book or a red book because I'm doing a red kingdom right now. But I'll take any color book. I'll take any color deed. I'll take any color verse gnome, you know? If I see if a Dragonite gnome survives during a gap, I'll take it, yeah. Even though I don't really need Dragonite. I guess that's different. Some more medals there. Got Yasmin. Bunch of deeds, bunch of medals. We got a soul gnome. Those kind of suck, but they could drop Vault Key. The gnomes I like Treasure Gnome because he can drop gems and like Vault Keys, and I like Glory Gnomes because Glory can be changed into like any other resource pretty much. Jewel Gnomes I don't really like, but I could see why you would like them. Like, they can drop diamonds and jewels that you need, but I don't really need diamonds and jewels, so I don't really like Jewel Gnomes. Mech Gnomes I don't like. They drop like ingots or something, right? Cursed Gnomes I don't really like. I don't need cursed runes for anything anymore. So I want to see like Treasure Gnomes, Glory Gnomes, Gnome-a-palooza Gnomes. That's pretty much it. Those are the ones I want to see. How to start a new account? I think you go on Steam and you just like use a different email or something, right? Just make a new account on Steam, or pretty much just make a new account on whatever you're on and like use a different email or something. That's how it worked for me anyway. Like right now, if I go on Steam, like I don't know if my old accounts are gonna be there, and I can just start a new one. And if they are, it's gonna be using a certain email, and then I'll make up a new email somehow. You can always, that's how you can make. Hey, we're pushing for 8.3K subscribers, right? And you can, just the same way you can make a new account on Gems of War, you can make a new account on YouTube, right? Just use a different email. If you go to Google, you can just like set up a new email whenever you want, like make a bunch of them. Like Gmail. You want to help me get to 8.3K? It'd be the same way as making a new account on Gems of War. Make a new account on YouTube and subscribe. We've been in that 8.2 for a while. We got to 8.29. I think we just barely got there. That's probably going to go back to 8. But at least we're out of the 7s now. We're going back and forth between 8 and 7 for a while. I think we're done with the 7. We're probably not done with the 8 though. One good thing about YouTube is like I'm always going up, even though if it's I'm crawling, like barely going up as far as subscribers go, but at least it's always going up, even if it is just like a couple. Playing gems is like eating Reese cups. I love Reese cups. Ooh, I got my green verse. You see that? Alright, I'm done for the day. I got it. How long did that take? Not very long, right? What was that? It was like 10 minutes at the most. And I got my verse. I'm just trying to help, you know. I mean, it may be in a crass, like, abrasive way sometimes, but really there's no, like, what do I get? What do I gain? What would I gain if I told you the wrong information? What would I gain if I tell you the right information? I don't really gain anything, whether you take my advice or not. So, you know what I mean? And I just got the verse I needed, once again. Do a gap? I don't know, man. I think I need to get out of here today. Let's see, I got my 2. I think I need to go. Let's catch up in the chat, though. Thank you so much, Anita and Trey, for the gifteds. Let's see who's in first place. Trey's in number 1. He's the top fan today. Grabchuz is number 2. Tied with a bunch of people, like Roxy and everybody else, pretty much, though. Not everybody, but Crow, JM Ricks, Chad, Yoke, Odd One Out, Daniel, Lucas, Roxy, and Grabchuz are all tied for pretty much second. Trey is number 1. I don't know why Anita's not on there. She is, but she's in like 4th. Maybe just not enough chats. Alright, let's see. Let's catch up in the chat, answer all your questions. JM Ricks is here. Rain says 5 more kingdoms I need weapons from. JM Ricks says sorry I'm late. Gonna go back and watch at 1.5 times speed to try to catch up. There you go. You have 9 Horde Mimic Mythics. Give me one, man. You're hoarding all the Horde Mimics. Laurent Gibad. Hi, should I ask you how to start a new account? Yeah, I think it's just like use a different email on Steam. Or start a new account on your PlayStation. Like, you know how you log in with whatever account? Like, make another one. I think the answer is like either a new email or a new account on whatever console you're on. And then you can start a new game. Anything good this week in Soulforge? I don't think so. What was it, like Queen Titania and like a weapon? Whoops. We got Succubus Queen, Kronos, Aquaria, and Ulor. The best mythic is Kronos, but I don't really recommend it. Like, you probably should keep saving. And then the best legendary was, maybe this wasn't Queen Titania week. What's the best legendary this week? Wasn't Silken Queen. Wasn't Despawned. Yeah, it is Queen Titania. Once again, don't recommend you crafting it, but, you know. Kronos and Queen Titania are the best troops available to craft, and then I think the weapon was the main thing. Temporal Scythe. If you don't have Temporal Scythe, you should probably craft it. It's pretty good. Similar to Black Manacles. Instead of a Devour, though, it converts all red gems to Hourglass gems when you get a kill. So if you don't have Temporal Scythe, I totally recommend getting that. That's the Soul Forge, really. Temporal Scythe. The Mythics and Legendaries aren't good enough. You need to... Unless it's like the last one you need, obviously. If you've been saving up and all you need is Kronos. We could do... Let's do one fight in Underspire and World Event again. Or I'll give a little bit more. We got Mulak. Put on our medals. Let's you collect your rewards first. We have any. Which we don't. Might not ask me about my medal. Okay, got them on already. Good. This is World Event. You need your medals on. Rarity order. We got Haunted Doll, Fire Lion, Osfer, and Temporal Scythe. Let's do a fight here, and we'll do a fight in Underspire, just in case anybody hasn't seen that yet. I try to help. If I was playing the game normally, I would have done my XP booster. I would have looked at my adventure board, looked at my dungeon. But I jumped straight to Vault, and then I'm showing this. Alright, we got the Lion. Do we have the alignment? No. Do we have an extra turn? No. Let's do Haunted Doll. Gives us the Scythe, which is being super boosted by the medals. Hit them pretty hard, but not enough. Ooh, they ran away. Get up Osfer. You can do purple. And they're dead. So the Scythe plus Osfer is enough to kill. Still. That's what I'm doing. And we are getting closer to getting stage 12 done, and then it's downhill from there. Not sure if we're going to do it or not. It is Vault Event weekend. And I am... Where am I at? I'm in 12th. You know, there's 30 people in a guild, and I'm above half. And I haven't even done all my turns today yet. And we got Underspire. I'm doing that. Where are we at? We found the door. We're looking for the dragon. Need to buy... Might need to buy... What is today? Today's Saturday. I got 17 torches. I think I missed today, so I'm going to buy one just in case. Then I'll see where I'm at the end of the day. Let's do a fight here as well. It's pretty much the same team, though. Just without medals and without potions. So it's a little bit slower. What do we need? We got this. And I also need to put Haunted Doll in first slot, like I did on the World Event. Because she has a 45% chance to dodge skull damage. And I noticed that halfway through the week, and I put her in first slot. I need to switch that on this team, too. We have this. Might as well. Do some damage there. Getting tougher for sure. Alright, we got Osfer, that's good. Can do yellow. 2 down, 2 to go. Gotta have a red extra turn somewhere, right? Yep. Bang, bang. Anything else? Got blue. We got red. We got skulls. Let's see. We can probably kill with this, right? Ah, almost. Anyway. There's a fight in the Underspire. I need to switch my team. Do that. Same exact team for the world event, so if you want to like pause and write it down, or I don't know. Geomancer's 50% starting the Haunted Doll because it's our mana generator and we want to get it up as soon as possible so we can get everybody else up. Has a 45% chance to dodge skull damage, so it's in first slot. Fire Lion is because there's like nothing else that I could find that was like mana generating at least. Green to purple. Purple will get up Ossifer and the weapon. And then we got the Ossifer and the weapon to do the damage. True damage with Ossifer with skulls. So you want to make sure you have alignment when you cast him so you don't get backfired with a bunch of Doom Skulls. And then Temporal Scythe, if you get a kill, you convert red to yellow Hourglass gems and get an extra turn pretty much. It's also 50% started. That's what I'm doing right now. Any other questions? Is Beg here? What up, Beg? I'm about to get out of here, man. Did it work, Laurent? Did you try it? Trey says number one, woohoo. What are these crown fan things? New to me. It's something YouTube's doing. It's giving people experience points for chatting, for maybe hitting like. I'm not sure on that one. Definitely for giving super chats and like gifted and stuff like that. So it's like a leaderboard and it resets every stream and stuff like that. We should start keeping track of who wins. Like, I think yesterday it was the first one ever, and it was DC United won. So, maybe I'll start keeping track of who wins. DC won yesterday. We'll start, maybe we can do the new MVS, the most valuable center. I'll start writing it down. So, DC United gets 1 tally mark. And who won today? I'll check right before I leave. Yeah, I like it, man. They're trying to make it more like Twitch, pretty much, and give you guys more stuff to do in the chat. Make it more fun. What I said yesterday is I wish I had more control over it. I have pretty much no control over it. Like, I wish I could give out points, you know? Like, you guys answer a trivia question, you get points, or you say something cool in the chat, I give you points, or you ask a good question, I give you points, or whatever. You know, I wish I could give out points somehow. I would give like more points for certain things and give you more ways to earn points that are free and stuff like that. But it's all up to YouTube and on giving you points, so I have nothing to do with it really. Showed my Underspire team. I read your mind, Yoke. Temporal Scythe. Yep, get it, Crow. No problem, Yoke. MJK Jets. How do you get experience? I think just chatting. Doing super chats, doing super stickers, and gifted memberships and stuff like that. Shank one another? Yeah, it's like the Hunger Games. Good job, Brain. You finished Underspire. Great. Bake says, how is the gaps going? Gnome hunting? Going fine. I think it's a little slow right now, like the servers. We just had an update, like all the pop-ups that happened from the campaign and stuff will slow you down, especially on Friday when it was still like popping up. It's going better today though. I had a whole big discussion on like what's wrong with the vault earlier. Like some things are like right now that are, it's just like minor little things. And then there, I talked about all the little like min-maxes you can do to make your vault event go faster. And like yesterday I accidentally equipped an Anu or like a Orpheus medal and it was making everything feel slow. And I was like, what's going on? It feels so slow right now. And then I figured it out. It's like, oh, I forgot to take those medals off and it was adding like a half a second every fight. And I could just tell. And then on top of the servers being slow and like all the pop-ups, like it felt really slow yesterday. But it's better today, I would say. Now that I got the right medals on, using my normal team in the normal spot and not having as many pop-ups. Feels better today. DC will win every day. He's not even here like most of the time. Like I think he watches after a lot. When he comes and he shows up and he, you know, drops his bombs. And I think he watches pretty much every stream, but I don't think he's here like every time. So other people can win. You'd rather shank than beg. Rain, you were third yesterday? Maybe I'll keep track of like everything, but I didn't on the... You think you were third yesterday? So maybe I'll give DC 3 points, and then I'll give Rain... you said you were third? I can go look... Maybe I can look back at it. I'll give you 1 point for third yesterday, and then you got second today, so I'll give you 2 points for that, right? And then Trey, I'll give you 3 points for first. And who's it says in third right now? We got Rain's in third, okay. Who's in second? It says you're in second and third, Rain. How's that work? Oh, anyway, I'll click on it. Can I get first place if I choke out Trey? You gonna choke him out at the gym? Be a spotter. So you gotta be a spotter while he's bench pressing, and then you don't help. That's how you would win. Alright. Let's hit this leaderboard up, see exactly where... A bunch of people are going to be tied, though. Oh, not really. So, Trey was first, Rain was second, and Yoke the Ham was third today. So I'll give Yoke a point. Guess I'll keep track of this. We'll see how it shakes out. Top fans. And also, of course, special shout out to Anita and Trey for the gifted and keeping everything going, lights on and doors open and all that. That helps a ton, and I truly appreciate it. You are both legends. He's the Rain Man. Never does, says Crow. Crow says, no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. Alright, I'm out of here. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. I went to the grocery store this morning, so I'm going to go eat some food. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Monday fun day. I should have done the spoilers today. I forgot. Should have did the spoilers. Let's do them real fast. I'm still here. If you stick around, you get to heal. You get to heal the spoilers. And you ride your scooter, and it's on public properties. Next week we got Invasion. It's a Shintang week. Laraza's Lair on Tuesday. Liang's Panda or something like that on Wednesday. We got Monk on Thursday. Monk class event. We got a bounty event on the weekend. So that's what's up for next week. So I'll be doing Invasion teams on Monday in the weekly preview. And then on Tuesday I'll do Laraza's Lair live. Pure 500 and Deathless. And then Friday we'll do bounty. And then Saturday, I don't know, whatever. More bounty or finishing up stuff or... You know how it goes. We do Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. That's when we stream Gems of War. EverQuest is Wednesday and Sunday. And then I have the little From Soft Cheese on Thursday right now. I'm trying to get out ahead, though, so I can put out more videos. But I'm working on it still. So, we're not quite there yet. But I do have a video ready for Sunday. And I'm going to try to get another one ready for, like, next Wednesday. And I'm trying to get ahead so I can start making more videos. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. Hopefully you didn't blow your fingers off or blow your hand off yesterday. You had to beg for XP because it begged for mercy. Beg says I ended up getting 3 of the new Mythic. Only 10k gold marks. Nice. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, the new Mythic I think is good. I might have been like slightly too high on it. I'm thinking like an A- right now. A- tier Mythic, which is still really good and like you can't go wrong getting it. And then getting 2 is probably the plan for most like in-game players. Getting 3 might be a little too much. A little overkill, but if you have keys and like there's nothing else you're going to do with the keys anyway, like Tyrion Shark and me and Tacit and whoever else, like you just have so many that you have everything in the game, and why not get 3 of them? That'd be one I would get 3. Like, I don't always get 3 of the new Mythic. Like, I almost never even get 2. If it's a bad one, I just get 1. And then I tell you guys to get none. So, if I'm going to get 3 of them, it's going to be like one like this, or like Takshak or Iron Hawk or Kafru or something. So, I don't normally get 2 or 3, but this one I got 3 of. Do I regret it? Not really, but you probably only need like 2. And if you get 1... Hey, it's a good Mythic, so good job. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. You're the best. Thank you so much. That'll be Monday. Peace out. Good rest of your day. Thanks, Anita. Thanks, Trey.